Hey, Tarot fans, welcome to Timeless Tarot. I'm Cindy, and this is a reading for the sign of Libra, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant, Sun, Moon, and Rising. If you are in the sign of Libra, I am going to do a reading for you today. I'll do a 9-card spread, 3 cards for your recent past, 3 cards for what's going on with you right now, and 3 cards for your incoming energies. This is a collective reading, so if it doesn't resonate, just ignore it and move on. Maybe you can check out another one of my videos. You might find yourself there. Just don't bother to try to make it fit. Also, this is a new channel, so if you can like, share, and subscribe, that would be great. This is for Libra. I'm filming this on November 18th. That being said, all readings are timeless, so you will get the information exactly when you need to. If you get this reading when I've uploaded it, that's great. If you get it a year from then, that's great too. The information arrives exactly when it's supposed to. Okay, Libra, what do you need to know right now? 3 cards for your past. Oh dear, I just opened with the 3 of Swords. Oh, okay, 3 cards for your past, flanked by the 5 of Swords in the reverse and the King of Swords. Okay, that's some crunchy energy. I can see why I was called to do this today. In your current energies, we have the Hermit in reverse, the Queen of Swords in the upright, I like that, and the Knight of Swords. Some processing there, okay? In your incoming energies, that energy that is coming at you, if you don't change trajectory, we have the 10 of Pentacles in reverse, the 5 of Cups in reverse. Ooh, and we're finishing strong with the 6 of Wands in the upright. The overall energy for the entire reading today is the King of Cups. Nice open energy there, open heart. And the subconscious energy, the energy that surrounds you, but you may not be aware of it, is the 3 of Pentacles in reverse. That is a lack of cooperation. Okay, Libra, what do we got here? Okay, let's just start with your past here. Opened up with the 3 of Swords. Nobody likes to see the 3 of Swords. At least it's in your past. Is it fully processed? No, although we're going to get there. The 3 of Swords is one of the most difficult cards in the deck because it speaks of information, communication, a truth of some sort that quite literally pierces the heart. As an energy, it is the moment, the literal moment when new information hits your heart and everything changes. It's a watershed moment. Nothing after this energy hits you is quite the same. All right, and that energy is the strongest energy of the 3-card spread representing your recent past. The other 2 cards flanking it are the 5 of Swords in the reverse. This is a parting of the ways, at least intellectually. So more than one person. Yeah, there's definitely more than one person on this table here. So it looks like there was a fight of some sort that may have been resolved because it looks like at least one of the parties gave up because they just don't want to fight, just don't want to fight about it. So it's resolved possibly on the surface, but the underlying problem really hasn't been resolved. And in fact, there's heartbreak on the table because of this fight. Oh dear. I'm sorry. The King of Swords is there, and he's in the upright. So it looks like there has been some reason, some logic some determination, some action. I think an agreement has been reached. Again, I'm not sure that both parties are completely happy with that agreement. The overall energy, going back to that King of Cups, there is love here. There is love on this table, and there is an open heart, and there is emotional balance, but there's also, on the other side of that energy, a lack of cooperation. And so we have a lack of cooperation that you may not be aware of, and this argument where at least one of the parties has just thrown in the towel, and the other party may think that they actually won in terms of they presented the better argument, or they presented the better case, and an agreement has been reached on it. And because there's still this open heart space, you may have agreed upon a decision, but I think at least one of the parties, that decision isn't really what they want to do, and isn't really going in the direction that they want. Okay, that's your past information. Going into the present, we have the Hermit in reverse, right in the center of the deck. And he is flanked by the Queen of Swords in the upright, and the Knight of Swords in the upright. It's a lot of swords on this table. The first 6 cards on the table, 5 out of the 6 are swords. So this is a lot of communication. This is a lot of conflicted ideas. And I think the center of the deck is a timeout. A timeout where either one or both of you, I think it's both of you, are actually have taken some time to get to the bottom of things. The Queen of Swords, she wants to get literally to the truth. She asks, is this true? So this argument here, which caused this amount of pain and that watershed moment, has resulted in a decision, a path forward, and then the two of you have taken a time out to alchemize this, and you might be feeling very cautious, but moving forward cautiously. I think there has been some wisdom gained from this. I don't know that it's complete. I don't think it is complete, but there's a discussion. I think there's active discussion where you are willing to listen, but you will brook no BS. You are willing to listen, and on the other party, which I think is the party that won the argument, is still pretty combative. Maybe a little bit high-strung about it. They may be circling back to say, well, wait a second, I thought we had this resolved, because at the time of the initial argument, you threw in the towel. You didn't really resolve it, but they left feeling like they'd won. The issue is resolved. We're going to move forward. However, like these things do, if it's not really resolved, if both parties aren't truly feeling on the same page, aren't truly seeing the logic, aren't truly seeing the truth in the same way, whatever that truth may be, there's another conversation coming. You are receptive to it, so that's good. They are still hanging on to their position, so they might still be very combative about it. Okay, so the energy's coming in. We have the 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, that's the heart of this problem, at least from your side, is a loss of everything you worked for. Doesn't mean that's true. It doesn't mean that, yeah, oh, you're going to lose everything. But there is a sense of, I worked really hard on this. and it feels like I'm taking a hit. I think the hit has to do with your sense of legacy, your sense of what you've built, your sense of completeness. And there is a sense of regret and disappointment, but I also think that that's leaving. The hurt here, is in the past. The future energies show you getting over it. And I think you're going to get over it actually together. I think there's a strong chance for some of you, you will get over it together if you can get this lack of cooperation. And I think the lack of cooperation, even though I think you threw in the towel the first, that's what's happening. I get it. All right. The first conversation happened. It hurt. You threw in the towel. You agreed to things that you don't really agree to because there's still love there. There's definitely an open heart and a want to work this out. There's been some time out, cautiously returning to the table, to this subject, to this problem, this dichotomy of ideas, and the conversation between the receptive queen and the more active king of swords, of ideas here, is taking place in the now, but you're still not cooperating with it. Our queen of swords here is holding back. And actually the knight of swords is one of you is holding back and the other one isn't holding back. They are definitely going to let you know what they think, and unfortunately still not on the same page, at least not in the present. In the future, I think you're finishing off with 6 of Wands, which is victory, which is feeling really good, feeling actually not just emotionally good, but like you took the right action, and it's actually really, really good, because through all of this conflict and through all of the words and ideas that you two are going to be throwing at each other, and through all of the hurt and the regret, maybe I'm pretty sure that at least one of you is going to have a few choice sentences that they may come back and regret having said, because it is destabilizing. It's destabilizing for the construct that the two of you have built, whatever that may be. I think this is a personal reading, but it could be work. It could be just something that you feel very personal about. You have a personal attachment to. And I think it's yeah, it could be work, or it could be family too. It could be more than one person involved here, but it is quite destabilizing, but there's something salvageable in it. And at the end of the day, right action is going to happen, at least the feeling of it. I think you're going to end up feeling, once everything's been processed and everyone really does lay their cards on the table, doesn't hold back, I think you're at least going to end up feeling like it was all for the best, that it was a painful process, but that you guys are coming out on top. I'm just going to take 3 cards for advice. Okay, we got the 10 of Wands in the reverse, put it down. The King of Wands in the reverse. There's nothing new that you need to manifest. Oh, and the 4 of Pentacles. 4 of Pentacles here in the upright. Hang on. Hang on. This ain't done. This ain't done. You don't need to make any, don't do anything drastic. And if you are struggling, one of you is struggling with an awful lot of ideas on what should be done, just give it a minute. Give it a minute. I think you two can work this out. And I think you will work it out. And I think it's going to work out to everybody's best and highest good. So Yay. I was a little worried there for a second, but that's what I got for you. Hope this helps. Please like, share, and subscribe if this is the kind of content you want to continue to receive. Thanks so much. Cheers.